So I'm driving on the way to see family from Montreal to Ottawa, and I thought of people that have businesses that require them to travel a lot, to drive a lot, to be on the go, on the move, and they know they want to create content. They know they want to be present on social media and to grow their personal brand in order to also help grow their business. But they don't have that much time. They're not expert videographers. They don't understand all the nuances of social media and how to shoot content properly and so on. And that's why I want to shoot this video for you. Whether you have a moving business, you're a real estate agent, you're always driving around and showing houses and things like that, this is a very simple idea for those of you who are on the road a lot and don't have a super big budget, but you know you want to be present on social media and to use video as your medium. I'm currently actually practicing what I'm preaching here by setting up in a very safe way, not while I'm driving, a simple setup camera that costs me less than $1,000. You could also do this with your phone and stick your phone to I don't even know how you call them, but you could just stick it to the window and have your phone film you, and then have that all set up and then film yourself. And what's cool here is you don't need to have a super specific script. You don't need to optimize all the lighting and everything. You get natural light from the sun that's going up in the car from the windshield. And once you're all set up, then you just have to press record and shoot whatever it is you're about to do, or maybe you have an insight that's in your head and waiting to get out. And all the times that you're in the car are times where you have an opportunity to capture those insights, those experiences, those things that you're about to go do, or those things that you just learned, that you just went and did. And just to give you more of an idea, I'll give you an example. One of my clients is a real estate investor, and he's on the road a lot. He has the budget, but he has a decent budget, so he can invest in having high quality production, but you don't need to go fancy here. You could do it even more simple and film with your phone and have a little mic attached to you. What I would recommend is something like a DJI wireless mic. They're just a few $100. But even if you're super limited, I know I'm like going off on tangents, but this is all connected. Even if your budget is super limited, newer iPhones, which you most likely have if you're watching this, have amazing audio. So it might not be the best, but if you can't afford to have excellent audio, then you don't have the luxury of having the most fancy equipment, and that's okay as long as you start hitting the record button and sharing your insights. But anyway, going back to my story of being the real estate agent that's on the road, or real estate investor, what I got this client to do when he was on the road and was very limited on time but had access to an assistant that could film him, is what I would do is I would have the assistant sit on the passenger side. I would give them a SOP, a standard operating procedure, so a simple process on best practices to shoot with an iPhone, and then mic the creator up, so the business owner that's building his brand. And then when he'd go to his different investment properties, he would just talk about the things that he's about to do, the things that he's learning, like real estate, legal stuff, finances, tips for investors and things like that. And what we would do with that is we would have a main piece of content that's long form, and then we would cut it up post-production into short form pieces of content. And then we didn't stop there. We even went all the way to using actual things that he said in an authentic way, and use AI to use the transcript to create text posts as well, so that he could distribute across places like LinkedIn, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, things like that. So he'd get long form video, short form, and then text. And all of this is, for him, he had the budget for higher post-production and production and had a team. But you could do all this literally with your phone. And then if you have a bit more time than money, you could do this you could then edit all of this on CapCut or Captions. Or if you have a few $100, you can get an editor on a place like Upwork or editor group, on a Facebook group, things like that. But honestly, there's so many ways you could do this with as little as $100 if you already have a phone, or all the way up. You know, you could scale your operation as you scale your budget. So I hope that if you're watching this, you got something helpful out of this. And you know, if you want something that's more specific and that goes in more detail for every single step that I just mentioned, so long form video to short form video to text posts, then just leave a comment. Let me know what you'd like me to dive into in more detail, and I'll create another video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.